Just waiting for people to join. And I'm going to share this live out. If I haven't said anything, I am live. Just sharing. if there's not a lot of people joining me, I'm just going to do like a vibe reading for the collective. And I'm going to be posting 2021 for each zodiac sign in the coming week. Just sharing around right now. I'm a little slow today, excuse me. My back is out, so I am doing this with my back being out and trying to deal with some pain. And I haven't taken medication for it, so. We'll see who's available to join me live. And if no one's here, it's a blessing from Spirit telling me to take a break because I've been going on all cylinders for a long time. So I may start with a reading for me. Actually, I will start with a reading for me. Why not? Just doing some additional shares because I started super early. Hey, Vaughn. Sorry, I was having some technical difficulties. So let's get into this reading. I think it's going to be quiet today. Let's see. I sound a little off. It's because my back is out and I've been dealing with some back pain issues that I'm trying to deal with naturally. So I'm in full pain mode, but I'm going for it. So I don't know. There's going to be some improvement in the situation that you're dealing with. I know you're cautious about it. So I don't know if this has happened or this is going to happen in the future. You're going to be dealing with a positive aspect about the trouble you've been going in. Your guard is up, but there is some victory coming towards you and your family. But I want you to keep your guard up because we don't know if this is just for the time being or this is going to be totally for the future. Yeah, but all signs look positive in terms of your family turmoil. It's going to be a turnaround. It's going to happen quickly if it hasn't happened already. And it's going to bring your family back together. That is for you, Yvonne. Oh, it's okay. It's okay, Yvonne. I tend to, I'm 45 years old. So my dog ran off and he wrenched my back when I tried to pull the leash. So I'm just dealing with a little bit of pain, but it's okay. It is what it is. But there's some positive aspects for you coming into the future in terms of your family situation. I love this vibe. But keep your guard up because there seems to be a yes and no. Like it's going to be positive, but there's going to be some steps back. But don't lose hope when people take a couple of steps back because it's going to be a charge towards the future. Sometimes we take 2 steps back and 3 steps forward. That's basically what they're telling you. They're telling you to just focus on the steps forward. I don't know how long this live is going to be because I'm in a lot of pain. So I may need to lay back down, but I wanted to go live today. Let's drink some water. Please share me out. I mean, there's not a lot of people on this live right now. I did start early, so it's only 6:01 and I started early. I'm going to wait a couple of minutes, and if I don't see anyone else live, it's going to be a message from Spirit for me to take a break because of the pain issues. And that's okay too. Oh, you're welcome, Yvonne. Yvonne, it's just me and you. Let's draw some more cards here. I can tell you what your spirit or what spirit guides are giving me take your ego out of things, because whatever's happening in your family has nothing to do with the way you were raised. So take that out of the situation. It solely has to do with that one person's feeling of less than. And I have a feeling that she may have always felt like the outsider of the family. So it's not you or the family, it's just her internal feelings. And she'll get back to the family. Yeah, because you see this. It's at the completion mode here. So it's at the completion mode. This is how she felt. She always felt like the outsider. She always felt like she was defeated, felt like less than. But she's going to come to the point where she's going to seek help from someone of knowledge. So things will change. I'm okay, Brolik. My back is out, so I'm forewarning. I'm not myself today. So if I sound a little slow and I'm going a little slow, it's because of the pain. I'm not taking anything for the pain, because I believe in natural healing. So I'm not even taking Advil or Tylenol at this time. So things are a little interesting right now for me. These cards are very active. Okay, so let me focus here. Hold on one second. Spirit guides, I actually step forward with God's permission. At this time, please let me answer the questions positively for everyone who joins this live and for everyone who views this live. May I give messages in the greatest and highest good. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. Okay, so let's get to it. Brolik. Let's see what's happening. Yeah, I may kill this live after a few readings because I'm not myself at this time. Wow, the Emperor again. So, Brolik, I feel like this is who you are trying to become. You're trying to become positive. You're trying to create your personality for the highest good. This is you trying to come into your power and strength. But at the same time, you're thinking about previous issues of the past. Your emotions are all over the place. This is who you want to be, but this is how you feel inside about certain situations. There's some unsurety going on with you. The justice card here dictates that there's going to be a balance between these two emotions of who you are and who you want to become. So there isn't going to be a balance. The star card dictates that you need to get in touch with your emotions, that spirit is driving you towards an emotional healing that you were not ready to face, but maybe you're getting there, is what spirit is saying. The Fool card is saying just to do it, just to take a leap of faith. If you have to seek advice from, because we have the Hierophant card here, to seek, we don't have the Hierophant card here, but I'm feeling the Hierophant card. Maybe you need to seek advice from someone of knowledge. Like you need further assistance to take this leap of faith for yourself. It's a difficult time because you're in the emotion of everything. And so like this Star card, she is dipping her toe just to figuring out who she is and dealing with the past hurts and struggles. And I feel like that's the overall spirit. This is the spirit you present to people. This is the spirit of who you are inside. So with this, there's going to be a balance, but only if you seek the higher knowledge or ask for help that you need. Because then will bring you this ability of this Queen of Swords to figure out that your decisions. But there's some things you need to face of the past because it's caused you a lot of pain. Hey, but yes, you can have a reading. Again, share me out because the more people that join, the more I'll connect. The more I'll step out of this pain I'm feeling and be able to. In other words, the more I help you, it heals me. If that makes any sense to you guys, because I'll connect with you, I'll forget about the physical pain, and I'll just be able to focus solely on you. So in essence, I'll end up feeling better. 1 second. Someone sent me a private message. Okay, that's interesting. Thank you for sharing me out because I just don't have it in me to share myself out right now. So my dog wrenched my back. So I was walking my dog yesterday morning, and again, I'm 45 years old. So I'm not young, but I'm not old either. And so when the dog pulled me, Oliver is his name, when Ollie pulled me in a certain direction, I guess I tensed up and I wrecked my back. And so that's the state I'm in right now. But it's okay. Life goes on. Ava, we're gonna get into your spirit here. So Ava, your mother's mother has stepped forward to me. And she needs you to know that it's funny because the Chariot card stepped out as I'm talking about your grandmother. She needs you to know there's a happy ending. It's not the happy ending that you wanted or suspected, but there is a happy ending coming to you. So I know we've spoken privately. So there's things happening in your life that's going to pick up pace and it's going to bring you to your happy place, but it's not the happy place that you wanted or suspected. The Hierophant card is here. So this is, again, with your spiritual growth. Because there's only a couple of us on, so I'm going to draw more than 3 cards, especially for you guys. Brolik and Ava and Yvonne, you guys have been with me, so I'll always draw more cards to you. This is going to bring you emotional balance. But you need to understand, sometimes you need to walk away from the familiar to the unexpected at this time. This is very full card representative. You need to draw from your emotional well because it's going to be unexpected. It's going to be something that you weren't wanting, but something that is very much needed, especially with the 7 of Cups. You see, this is very Halloweeny. Let's see if I can get it. If you see, this is very the dead type of a situation. So this speaks to your choices that are before you. It's going to be the choice that is hardest for you to make. So it's going to be leaving people behind. It's going to be moving on, but it's going to be to your benefit. So when I talk about your mom's mom being present, I don't know if you knew her. She gives me the impression that you didn't know her very well. So she is talking about, like, this is something very similar of what your mother went through, moving to somewhere or something new, that unfamiliar territory is what she's saying. So this is something that you're going through that she can relate to, in other words. So that is for you, Ava. Hey, bro. Girl, I'm in a lot of pain. I don't know how long I'm going to be on right now. I'm surprised I went on because I haven't been taking anything for this pain. I did try to go out for a walk. I had lunch outside, but it didn't do me any good. So there's a new reading I'm toying with, guys. And so I am going to take, because obviously I'm into circles. If you notice a theme with me, even in terms of my astrology disc or velvet that's underneath, there's a circle. I have two circles. So my Buddha circle, this represents girl, I'm a glutton for punishment. So anyway, it has to do with my family members relying on drugs and other things to medicate the pain. So I refuse to do it. So that's what that is. So this represents, my Buddha represents the spiritual path. Okay, if you see my directional path here, let's see if I can move my camera. I don't want you to see too much of my messy desk, but it's okay. So if you see my directional circle here, it mentions, well, it doesn't mention. For me, it's like a life path situation. So I have a spiritual path, a life path, and a path underneath that dictates our zodiac journey. So I'm toying with a reading with these circular disc cards, and I have two other cards coming, one oracle and another tarot card here. So I am toying with a reading that I haven't seen anywhere else that I'm playing with at this time. So I am going with Jason Johnson because it's only three of us here. Please share me out, by the way, guys, because I haven't had the opportunity to share myself out. And again, I don't know if I'm going to. I'm just going to play this organically. So, Jason, we start here at the center of ourselves because they're telling me to move this. The Nine of Swords speaks to your anxiety about where you're going, where your life path is taking you. So there's lots of anxiety going on. We have this Page of Pentacles, so we know you're going after a financial goal. Just a little bit confused as to when that financial goal is happening here. Hold on, I want to show this. We have the Page of Vessels. So here you're just on your journey. Like you're just trying to figure out where you are financially and where you are emotionally. Because it's a little confusing at this time here because of the anxiety card. We have Three of Vessels. There's going to come to a time of a celebration. So you're coming into money. You're coming into a celebratory phase of your life where things are going to go exactly where you want them to. It's going to end up with the Eight of Pentacles, meaning your financial abundance is coming, right? So your hard work is going to see you. It's going to see you through here. I'm going to draw another card here. It's going to take your strength. You have to put this behind you to get to this financial abundance, because your anxiety is going to lead you down a road of relying or doing things that you don't want to do in terms of medicating the pain. So you need to not fall victim to your anxieties and focus on your future, because it is coming. It's coming soon, because what I'm drawing here is for the present and the near future. But you need to rely on your mental strength here. You need to defeat your demons. And I hope that makes sense for you, Jason. So this is a new reading that I'm toying with. I hope you guys like it. because I'm really into circles, the circle of life, because I feel like everything is cyclical in terms of our family and things that we've been through. Oh, thank you, Ro. Oh, you're welcome. So there is financial abundance coming, and it's coming soon, and it's due to your hard work. This is for Ro. So this is your center card here. We have the Emperor. This is you. This is the this is the feeling that you've come or evolved into, Ro. So you are the Emperor. You're making positive decisions. You are the master of your own fate. With this Page of Swords here, you're just beginning to get into your mental acuity. So meaning that, I'll draw these two cards out because they came out together. Meaning that you're just figuring out your life path, and that's dictated here by the Two of Swords. I love how this works all the time. Unfortunately, sometimes the thing that holds you back is you trying to figure out who your life partner is. And I think that you need to put this Lover cards aside and just deal with who you are and who you're becoming, because that's what's most important. Your life partner will become attracted to you naturally when you come into your power. And your power is here now because we have the Queen of Swords here. You've come into your power, and you need to leave this behind because this is kind of your block. You're always wondering about the other person. We have the Hangman here, so you need to look at things from a different perspective. Like, everyone in every situation served their purpose, and you need to understand that. It made you stronger here with the Strength card. It made you mentally stronger, the struggles you went through here, the choices you had to make. And sometimes, unfortunately, we need to leave who no longer serves us behind to come into our mental strength and our power here. So just look at it from that perspective is what I'm being told. Because you are the Queen of Swords. You are the Queen of Discernment. So I hope that makes sense. I'm really into these circle tarot cards. I feel like I have a lot of tarot cards, guys. Hold on, I'll bring them in. So let me show you my tarot cards. So it's different from my oracle cards here. And this is not all of them. These are my tarot cards. And I feel, I feel like they all serve a purpose, right? In terms of what readings I'm giving to people. But I feel like I can probably give all these up because I've always been attracted to my discs. And so my discs give me a source of empowerment for my readings. I don't know if that makes sense to you guys. But I feel like I will never give up my tarot cards because I like having options. But I also feel like I'm coming to a point where you were reflecting on that yesterday. Yeah, but I feel like the cyclical part of life, because I use my disc to walk through the past, through the present. I feel like this is my thing, and I don't know. You may see me with just circles going forward. The circle of life, right? It's pretty quiet here. I'm going to take that as a blessing. Because I'm going through my own issue right now, reflected by the cards I just drawn. Funny how that works, right? So this is my reading for myself. I am going through a phase in my life where I didn't want to do mediumship, but I am going through mediumship. So represented by this Death card. So for me, I am doing a transition phase. where I will always read cards, but the mediumship and the spirits have been talking to me a lot. It's something that I didn't want to do, and it's something that I resisted for a long time. We have this Knight of Pentacles for myself, so there is some fruition and growth coming to me. I don't know if that's financially, but it can be. There's different endeavors that I'm trying to get into in terms of my business, my personal business life. I am successful in my personal 9 to 5 job. I have the Magician card here for myself, so this talks about a lot of my magic and using my magic, all of it. And that is accepting every part of my magic. So that's accepting the mediumship part of my magic in terms of growth and success. I also have this 5 of statues here, which is the 5 of Wands. So it's something I've been fighting for a long time, but it's something I have to do for my personal growth. But it's difficult for me because the people I'm closest to have a lot. I won't say that. So the people I have been closest to in terms of friendships have passed away. So in a few weeks, I'm celebrating my best friend's birthday. She died on her birthday, so that's a difficult time for me. Her name is Gladys Cruz. I will always speak her into existence. She was a big part of my life, and I don't want to cry, but Gladys has been a big part of my life, and her death is something I'm still coming to terms with. You know, my parents' date of death are coming soon. My father died December 23rd, I'm sorry. My father died December 23rd. My mother died December 27th. So there's a lot of things that I come to terms with. And just because you connected, like I see them, I feel them, I speak to them, but they're not here at the same time. So it doesn't make it any easier when you're spiritually connected and you can speak with them and communicate with them. There is a difference between the spiritual and the physical. And it's difficult because I want them in the physical. So, you know, I struggle with that because I see them, I speak to them, they guide me, they help me, but I want them here at the same time. So this is a tough time of year for myself. Yeah, you know, I understand that that when you're spiritually connected, and I have mediumship abilities, I see them, I feel them, but at the same time, it's difficult because you want to connect on the physical level like you used to. You know, it's not easy. It's not easy to make that distinction, and in some aspects, I feel like it's harder because, you know, no one gets it when you see them. So D house. Let's get into your reading here. I love that you made comments, you know, on the video. So we have the Two of Pentacles here. So we'll speak to, well, I won't speak to it, but you know the comment you made here about, I'm a Taurus too. And this is the problem Tauruses have. We're loyal to a fault. This is the problem with the situation you commented on earlier on one of my videos. Is this a decision to make? Like the person that you were with previously? Divine, I'm going to answer that question. I'm so happy I saw you. I'm so happy you called me. So we have this decision to make in terms of, you know, the person you mentioned previously on the comment, because you're still emotionally tied to that person, although you know, stated before, you have trust issues with that person, and you should, but that decision is yours whether to walk away or not. This has caused you a lot of pain emotionally, dictated by this Five of Vessels or Five of Cups, because you're looking at the pain and loss they caused you versus what you gained from the knowledge of that relationship. Um, you see how we have the Lovers card dictated. This person is always going to hurt you because they're not emotionally ready for the type of relationship you want. So, you know, I'm telling you based on the cards, is to look forward. You see how this card is not looking in the past, it's looking forward. It's looking forward and to try your best to let the situation go. We know it caused you heartache, right? And we know that you're thinking about your losses, but you need to look forward into what you have versus what you had, because what you had was a false narrative. This person was a user. So that is for you, Dean. And I know it's difficult. It's difficult for me to say as a Taurus, because you know I'm a Taurus also, and we're loyal to a fault. But sometimes people don't serve us, and people don't deserve our loyalty. Divine, I'm going to answer that question. Hold on. This is why I wanted you to come on my live. So share me with your friends, guys. You know, not now, because I'm not going to stay on too much longer, because I've talked my husband into taking me out tonight. 25% restaurant capacity with mask and gloves, but we're going to do it. This is for you. Hold on. Interesting. So the first card pulled is the Star card for you, D. Not D, sorry, Divine. Too many D's here. We have the Queen of Pentacles. So you are the master of your own fate here. So the decision is totally up to you. And I think you should make it with requirements. You know, maybe even put some things in writing here, because you need that. I love that the Two of Cups is here. This is the relationship card. I mean, with the Star card, the Queen of Pentacles, this is all coming to a commitment phase, but it's going to be dictated by, I want to move this. Let me move my camera. It's all dictated, but by how you feel emotionally about the situation. And it's okay to be on guard and to stipulate parameters as to how this person comes in your life in terms of moving in. With the Five of Swords, there's going to be some disagreements, but I just think that it's disagreements based on the way you guys were raised, and different aspects on how to get through those differences in terms of how you live, how you clean, like little stuff. But it can lead into bigger arguments if you don't keep it in check. Like, two of you were raised in different classes, I'll say that. So one was raised in a semi-higher class, and someone was raised in a somewhat lower class. Not that it makes a difference, but it makes a difference in terms of how you treat your household. You know, like, I'll speak for myself. I'll give myself as an example. So I was raised very poor, extremely poor. My husband was raised with a middle-class family. So when I buy off-brand products, he's like, I don't know why you're buying bleach and you're not buying Clorox. That type of situation. It's minor discussions and arguments that need to be worked out. With the Three of Pentacles, I see this is a growth period for you both, and it can be it can lead to a stable environment if you talk about the little things. You know, again, with this Knight of Pentacles, with this Three of Pentacles. You guys both have ambitions and you're working towards it. It's putting your ambitions together on the same page that's going to make this successful. Right? So the Tower card is not a negative card in this situation. It ties in with you need to tear down whatever preconceived ideas you have to make it into a cohesive idea. I think overall this is a positive aspect if you have the necessary discussions in terms of moving in. Yes, they do take your kindness for weakness, and Tauruses are not weak. We're vicious, and people need to understand that. Things can get ugly real fast with us because we're 0 to 100. So overall, Divine, I think you should give the key, but keep your boundaries and make sure you discuss everything in terms of the differences about how you guys were raised, because I feel like that is part of the issue. This is very quiet for me. Like, I've only had 3 to 5 people on this live, and normally I have a much greater amount of people. So, like, I'll take that as a blessing from Spirit. But I am live every Tuesday and Thursday at 6 p.m. and I do my zodiac readings, and the zodiac this will come out this weekend for 2021 for each sign, and I will go month by month for that. So you want to pay attention to that. So again, please share me out, because I like to give for free. I like to grow, and I like to help people in general. And you see, I say I'll give 3 cards, but I always give more than 3 cards, because that's just my spirit, my giving spirit. Because I'm meant to help, I'm meant to teach. Did I miss anyone else? D, you're also spiritually gifted, and that's why you felt different than everyone else, because you could see things before they happen, and you could read the room, and so you always felt different. And this is what caused the conflict between you and your relatives. Your emotional acuity to read bullshit. Did I miss anyone? Don't be shy, because I won't stay on too much longer. So if you like a reading, please let me know. You will be successful, D. But make sure you're the leader of the band, because otherwise it won't work. Because the songs are yours. The songs that are being written is from your pain, from your heartache. It's not from your bandmates. They may have input, but the meat is you. So although a band is great, but in actuality, you don't need them. Just make sure you read what you sign, and you understand what you sign. I think I've gotten everyone, so I'm gonna call it. I've been on for 51 minutes. It's not a lot of people, but it's whoever needed to hear the messages I am giving today Please like, share, and subscribe and hit the notification button because it's important for my algorithm. The more I grow, the more I can give for free. I won't have to. My goal is not to charge people for my readings. So my gift is free, right? The gift that God has given me is free. What you're paying for is my time. So if I can grow on this channel and I can have YouTube pay for my time and I can give free readings, it's to everyone's benefit because that's my ultimate goal. I don't want to charge individuals for my time. I like to charge YouTube for my time, if that makes sense. So please share me out because that way I can help people. And that's the ultimate goal when you're a light worker or a spirit worker, is to help individuals. So I think I'm finished. Thank you guys, and I'll see you next time.